Sometimes here at the show, we have to make sure that we're taking care of our health. And that means quarantining people when they're ill. Mm-hmm. Welcome back. We've put Matt Pascual in the quarantine zone.
I just don't understand why you think I'm ill.
It's for teens.
Great.
Yeah.
Teens.
Yeah.
If I was ever to do a DMX impression, now is the time.
Go, okay.
Do it.
All right, go for it.
Do it. This is the one time.
What you really want?
What does DMX say?
Oh my God.
I can't actually say what DMX says.
It's like a Goomba.
What?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
There you
Yeah,
go.
that was close.
Can I get an X
sounded like
give it to you?
Yeah.
X gonna give it. What is? No.
No. All right.
Louis
That
Armstrong.
was bad.
No.
It was Louis Armstrong.
Yeah, actually, now that you mention it, slightly more.
Yeah.
John Drake is here.
What up?
You brought the shoes.
I'm wearing these all the time.
Yeah.
I never take
That's
them
not
off.
true. I saw the post of like all the different shoes you brought.
That's a secret. It's a secret post, just for you.
Sorry.
No, I brought too many shoes this year. But I've also been here since I was here for E2 last week.
Yeah.
And now it's E3. So welcome to E4.
Yeah. E4
E3 is
everyone.
over. E4 ever.
Yeah.
And we just keep going.
We're just gonna keep going. This doesn't stop.
364 days till E3.
Kelly Wallick, are you producing a show next week? This seems like, why not? Indie Megabooth could set up right here. We got space.
Yeah, we just do it. We just, they
We'll
just
get some
fall out of the
laptops
sky.
in here
Yeah.
and make it happen.
You
Yeah,
go to
we'll do it.
any restaurant and get a corner table, you're in the Indie Megabooth.
Yeah.
You're ready to go.
Oh,
Bring a
yeah.
laptop and a game.
Yeah, we
Let's go.
license that shit out.
No, yeah, we took over that restaurant at PAX and had Indie Megabooth games in with that.
Oh yeah, we
That
actually
was-
did do that.
Yeah,
we
we
did
totally
that.
did do that.
That was totally real.
It was
thing
totally
that happened.
they were sitting at tables at
They won't-
restaurants.
Really? No,
They
I
won't let us have a venue again.
No, they won't. No, they won't.
I was
They-
wondering what happened with that. I was like, I thought it went
Yeah,
well,
it turns out it costs money, and so they only
Money?
do it when they can get it sponsored, and then it's for the other site.
Events don't cost money.
No,
That's so silly.
it's weird.
Yeah.
I don't know,
Yeah.
and I would love to do it again because
Yeah, that was
why
fun.
wouldn't you? It was
Yeah.
huge fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
But we'll see how it goes. Cowboy is here as well. Welcome.
Hey.
Hey, it's great to see you.
It's good to be back.
Yeah.
Number 6, I think, for
Yeah.
me, on being on this couch.
Is everyone tracking it now?
Yeah.
I saw the
Marino
spreadsheet.
do?
Okay. Yes.
I'm still really salty about the whole thing.
Why?
No.
Because Adam tried to dunk on me on Twitter because I've been on 10 segments but only 8 times. Like I've been 8 years. Like I was on twice 2 years.
But the segments count.
That's what I said. And Adam Boyes, Canadian governor of, the principal.
Whatever,
of
they use the fucking metrics up there. That shit doesn't count.
See, that's what I
Yeah.
said.
Whoa.
Those are English measurements.
No.
I don't like this.
and that's a totally different Drake north of the border. Honestly.
I'm the only relevant Drake left in video games.
That's right.
He came for me, Pusha T buried him,
Yep.
and now he's gone.
Or did you set that up?
I set it up.
Did you-
I was
did you
like,
set
yo, I'm
I'm
streaming.
pretty sure he is hiding a child.
Yo, I went to the family reunion and saw this kid. Take him out, Pusha.
Yeah.
No, I was like, I'm streaming on Twitch. I didn't know I was streaming on Twitch. Oh, it's not me?
Yeah.
I can't stand. There can only be one. The
Yeah.
Drakes are like the Highlanders of video games.
No, I get it because I had actual brand confusion right before that whole Drake thing happened with Ninja because Nick Chester had said something about
Yep.
I have to help Drake with some tech support
I'm
stuff.
really bad at video games.
And so I was reading that going like, what the fuck is Drake knows how to play video games. This is stupid.
I brought Nick Chester into this industry and I'm gonna take him out.
Yeah. and then
That's what he gets.
And then the other thing happened with Canadian Drake, and I was like, oh.
Bad Drake.
Drake.
I've shared that story with a couple of different people, and it turns out I was not the only person
No.
to A, see that, and B, when someone says Drake, I think of you.
Can I say one thing to you?
Yes.
I'm upset. That's all I have.
Great. Nice work. Fantastic. All right, that's all the material that we've provided for.
Yeah, it was a good. We ran right down
on
it.
Drake. Going down the list here. Kelly, how's the show going for you? In previous years, you've kind of set up some stuff around the show.
Yeah.
Not doing that. Not engaging
well, there's
with that
a
madness.
building that is slowly encroaching where the parking lot
fair
used to
enough.
be.
Yeah.
Every year it's like, there's more and more and more of a building.
Yeah.
now. Yeah.
Just
so it's
tear the building down when no one's looking.
Yeah. Now there's going to be 9,000 buildings there, I think, next year. I was sitting and waiting, just on a call, and then I was just about to fall asleep, and 15 construction workers walk by, and I'm like, oh, maybe they're on lunch, and then a minute or two later, 20 more. And then a minute, I'm like, is this a fucking parade of construction workers?
Tiny tower, yeah.
There's 60 construction workers that passed me in the span of 20 minutes. I'm like, what is this area going to look like next year?
No,
I
they were
have
actually
no
working
idea.
the show. There's like a
Yeah.
construction simulator game coming out. They decided, like the zombies running around the show weren't enough. They needed construction workers to
There
like
was a
whistle
lot
at
of
people.
zombies. There was a
It's
lot of
not
zombies.
okay.
What?
One of them drooled on me today.
What the fuck?
There's a
That's
little
too
girl
far,
one. Did you
man.
see the little girl?
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, some woman behind me was losing her fucking.
I loudly said, I don't do experiential marketing as he was walking over. Like, I get it, but I just don't need it in my life. And
Yeah.
he kept
Yell,
coming
don't yell
over.
at the little girl.
I didn't yell at the little girl because I'm not a monster.
Oh, okay.
They're the monsters because they're experiential marketing. And he drooled on me. He had like goopy, like corn syrup blood, and he drooled on my pants. I had to change my pants.
What the fuck?
Not okay.
Also, like, they are not doing, like, I don't know what they're here for. Because it's not like there's just one zombie game.
Resident Evil.
But you guys didn't
Like-
hire them, right?
No, they're not from our
You
booth.
have the most zombie games of anyone.
Yeah, but like our booth doesn't have experience with zombies wandering around.
Yeah.
We're not crazy people. We just got a giant Spider-Man,
Yeah, of course.
and a bunch of a
giant Norman
Next year,
Reedus.
you should
Giant
get
snake.
a,
Goes on forever.
next year you should get some drooling Spider-Mans.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's the best Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The best Spider-Man,
Drooling
drooling
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. I think that's
Does it
canon.
just get all contained in the suit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a trough, and then he empties like a spit valve on a trumpet. Yeah, he just blows and it comes out the side, and they're like, "Is that webbing?" He's like, "No, it's mucus."
Cowboy, are you responsible for the zombies?
Is it you?
More than I'd like to admit, probably. Yeah. No, it's good. Demo's in the can, and people
Crushed it.
Thank you. I take full responsibility. No, like the team that Naughty Dog. Again, like this will be my 12th year at Naughty Dog, and I still feel like I'm just along for the ride, working with those people. Like, no, you guys are awesome. I'm just gonna try and like keep up. But yeah, I'm very excited to like see like the response that this has gotten. Like, and this time next week I'll be on a beach, and just like unwinding from that demo.
Nice.
And I can tell you, I bought Yoko's Island Express for that trip, and it's taking every ounce of my willpower to not be playing that
Not
right
crack
now.
it open now? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
That's when I get home, it's Yoko's Island Express and
Yes.
Onrush. Those are like the two games I want to get back to.
Yeah. Sure.
And I'm worried that like everyone got good at Onrush while I was gone, and my easy plan of just like, no, I'm just gonna go off the ramp last so I can land on them. They will have figured that shit out.
When people parked at the bottom of the ramp,
Right.
waiting for someone to go.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
basically.
ramp meta will moved on entirely. From that.
Yeah, it's like this devious, just turned into this devious driving game where no one actually drives anymore. There's like, shh, 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 I'm over here. Shh.
I've been filling in the time with some BattleTech in
Nice.
the interim. I couldn't start that while I was working on the demo just because the crushing financial obligations were a bit too real in the middle of the crunch. But like afterwards, like it was good. During the demo, I played a lot of Snakebird. That's
Nice.
like
Yeah.
during crunch, like puzzle games are like my go-to. Weirdly enough,
Just to kind of like
because
focus and
you come home from like solving like all these like problems and stuff, and it's like my mind won't slow down as much as I will it to, so I need something to engage it with, and puzzle games end up being for me. So I ended up finishing all of Snakebird.
Have you ever considered? We had Tetsuya Mizuguchi on last night talking about the Tetris effect and and with Mark McDonald, and they were talking about this idea of just like some VR games that you can actually use to almost meditate and kind of turn your brain off. And
If you want to deprogram my brain, like if I can just put that on and then I can get some sleep afterwards, that would be great.
like I wonder if it would work.
I was reading an article or something about that, where like if you do something that basically occupies enough of your mind that it can like keep it from wandering off, but not so much that it's stressful. So like organizing photos or like cooking or cleaning, and like for me that's management sims and like city building stuff, because it's like just enough that it's like fun, but not so much that it's super stressful. But it's like you got to be really careful, because when you take it over to the stressful, then it's just like fuck this. Like I don't want to have goals.
I've been organizing files in my hard drive. That's been going pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
a good low-key task of just like,
Yeah.
I'm progressing in a thing that doesn't
Yeah.
actually matter, but I'm making progress.
Yeah.
This matters.
Yeah.
I've got to get these files over here. I've got to remote desktop into this machine, copy this stuff over, and see, you're nodding your head. You know.
Yeah, you
You're
want
like,
stuff in
my
NAS?
files are all
Yeah,
Yeah.
I get it.
I don't like the way you say
I'm going to
NAS.
organize my Dropbox folder.
Hell
Yeah.
I've got a bunch of stuff in there.
Oh.
I've got that top 10 video that JV submitted a year late.
I think I have a rap that JV did that never made to air either.
I have a rap that I did that never got edited by JV's guy to come out.
You're just organizing files related to JV. And it's
Yeah,
just,
basically
just a folder
that's
of,
just
like, all
in my Dropbox,
Yeah.
just like stuff that got passed to Johnny.
We've got a shared folder. We're working on it.
Yeah.
Someday we'll put out JV the unauthorized tapes.
Yeah, no.
No, we will not.
Yeah. So have you been demoing Metro here at the show?
Yeah, we got
or-
Metro. It's appointment only behind closed doors, but it's been really interesting to actually show gameplay for what Exodus looks like. Coming from previous games, obviously it's people in the Metro, and we're going outside the Metro, and actually giving that to people and be like, what do you think? How does this, do you still feel the Metro vibes, even though we're going in these kind of larger environments? And people seem to really digging it. So it's been great.
Said, I need more Metro.
No one said, I want to go
Metro.
back in the tunnels.
Yeah.
I think when we first said that, it was a genuine concern of people being like, look, those games are really they're linear, they're very narrative focused. They were always very focused on what they were trying to do. So it's kind of this scary thing like, oh, you're going to take it outside what you've always done. But even in these kind of larger environments, I think we've done a really good job of making sure you have those Metro moments that you remember. You're still going to have to swap out gas filters. You're still going to have to do some of that, pump up your headlamp. So it's still got that Metro vibe.
Yeah, I played a little bit of it, and definitely, like, as someone who messed around with some of the earlier Metro games but did not play them to completion,
Right.
like getting back into that and realizing, like, I gotta pump this gun up.
Yeah.
Like, I gotta.
And then you can over pump it and it's extra hard.
Yeah, that was a pretty good feeling of, like, this thing just shoots balls instead of bullets, but if I pump this thing up enough, it really fucks some shit up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Talking about pumping up balls to completion.
You gotta pump them.
I'm gonna finish
I need a fan. Or something.
talking about these balls.
It's a family show.
And I guess, like, that's the only game here then, right? So you're just, like, behind closed doors the whole time?
Yeah, behind closed doors the whole time. It's the only thing I'm working on at the moment.
So you're trapped in a small room getting everyone sick.
Like now.
He's patient zero.
Right now, yeah.
Yeah.
Look, man.
Just gonna slide.
Well, I got on the flight. I was in the
Experiential
airport.
marketing.
God damn it.
Yeah, this is the most experiential. Well, I got in the airport in London, and I woke up that day and I was like, fuck, I can feel it. Like, there's something in the back of my throat. I know I'm sick. And I tried to play it off. I didn't want to admit that I was patient zero, but I think I am. So when you're all ill next week, think of me.
Oh, I'll think of you.
Yeah.
If it goes down that way.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll think of Brad first, who seems to maybe have fallen, and maybe is patient.
He is the
one.
first person I met.
Yeah.
When I got out of the airport, we had a drink, and
The timeline.
He's dead.
yeah,
Shit.
Did only you drink? And did he just like?
I just spat in his face the whole time.
Smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Experience.
We do
Very
that.
smart.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I haven't seen it for ages. You know, what am I meant to do?
Yeah, I know, right?
So, John, how's your show? Like, I feel like, you know, you're on the deals side. You're on the business guns end of things. Talking to developers, making things happen. How are you feeling about the quality of pitches you're getting? Does it seem like it's, you know, like I don't, you know, I'm not saying, hey, put all your meetings on blast.
Let me tell you what the Iron Galaxy guys have in the hopper.
No,
Let's
I
just
know.
walk through.
Hey, I already
Let's walk through the ideas
Yeah.
one by one. Put
Yeah.
them on blast. We're gonna dox the studio tonight. Open up this Dropbox folder.
stack rank the pitches.
Yes, it's a John Vignacchi endless runner.
Go on.
No, it's
Money,
been good.
money, money.
I actually haven't I don't think I've taken a formal pitch at the show.
Oh, okay.
We don't really get pitches at the show. There's like meetings with publishers, just kind of because
Like
everyone's in town.
checking in
Yeah.
and just
top
like,
to tops, as
Yeah.
they sometimes call them.
Yeah.
I
I just got
don't
pitched a
call
game where Last of Us, but instead of combat, there's just kissing.
I mean, sure.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's do
Yeah.
it.
I'd play that game.
I'm into that game.
In VR?
Now.
Yeah.
Now, nailed it. I will say the kiss in the opening of that was like the first time it didn't look like two mannequin heads were just being rammed together. I was like, kissing is
That's weird because that's how we mocapped it.
weird.
I guess we messed
Just
it up.
smashed him until it's just flat faces. Like, I don't
Deal
know.
with two men.
This is how-
just
yeah.
kind of just putting them together.
This is how humans kiss, right? I have never had a girlfriend. They
I was
all,
gonna say,
they
this
all
is why
leave.
boys shouldn't make video
Yeah.
games.
Yeah, no.
I did some VR kissing. It wasn't good.
No, you
Yeah.
don't want that in your life.
No, it wasn't.
Who were you VR kissing?
Is this VR chat again?
It was an anime lady. Well, there was no real person behind it.
No,
Okay.
Mizuguchi.
Yeah.
You're sure?
I
the
guess
real-
I'm not positive. No, it
The
was.
real Tetris effect.
It's on Steam.
Okay.
Is
There's
it
a patch you
specifically
can
VR
download for it
kissing?
that isn't on Steam.
Is it called Kissing Simulator? 'Cause
No,
that's an actual
it's
game.
called. What's it called? VR Kanojo. It starts at kissing.
Wait, why is?
It goes.
What's
Kanojo?
Kanojo mean?
I have no idea. I don't know.
Jeff,
I
you
don't
can't
speak
introduce
Japanese.
these things and then
I'm saying you should sign it
I'm into it.
because it's hot.
Yeah, T for team.
Yeah. No.
T for tongue?
No.
The run away from this joke. It's been I don't know. The show is good. I mostly have been working on some of the VR stuff. So if you went to our room, our very cold room with the VR games, it was like 3 games in a row that I got to kind of help out with and bring some of the developers over. So it was Tetris Effect with Miz and Mark and those guys, and then Trover Saves the Universe, which is the new Squanch Games game that we revealed on stage, the Rick and Morty creator, Justin Roiland and his team, and Tanya and those guys. And then Ghost Giant, which is the guys from Zoink. And so they were all in a little row. And I looked over and was like, oh, it's all my friends. And we got to hang out. And then just a giant, endless kiosk of Spider-Man that was everyone playing Spider-Man, which I'm also kind of distantly familiar related to. So I was great to see all those games. People were playing all of them and enjoying them. And then most of my stuff was just kind of going and getting hands-on or getting to see some stuff. Like I got to see Cyberpunk, which I like visited those guys in Poland a while ago, but I saw a totally different demo today. And then I got to see Control, which I had not seen the full like sort of long-form demo of.
Right.
So it was just a good day of seeing video games and walking around.
Cool.
It's been hot. I'm uncomfortable all the time. It's like dressing businessy.
Yeah, it's not. No one likes that.
No, I'm like, do I wear a collared shirt? Do I wear a sweater? Do I just try to like get away with a t-shirt? Then I'm in meetings and there's a guy in like a suit jacket and you're like, oh fuck, now I feel like I'm really.
That's why being a lady is great. You wear a dress and you look super fucking fancy and it's very airy.
You're cool and the breeze comes through and you're like,
Yeah.
And I'm like heavy denim and big high tops.
Yeah.
Today was the day that I finally snapped on the pants thing.
And went shorts?
And went shorts all day.
I feel like I've seen you with shorts at E3 before.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's not like some long-term thing. It was just like, I'm gonna wear pants at night. Because that seems like the least I can do. And
you're not going full Winnie the Pooh.
No, not a full Winnie the Pooh stitch. Maybe next year. I feel like the show only gets hotter as the night gets later. So
it gets hotter and hotter.
It gets hot at night. Yeah.
At night.
Yeah. At night. Like
at
time. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a whole graphic.
There's a whole thing. We have graphic design. It's amazing. So yeah, definitely today was the day where I was like, yeah, you know what? Shorts. It'll be cool.
How do your legs feel?
Great.
Yeah.
Actually, this whole trip, I've either been too hot or too cold everywhere I've been.
Yeah, that sounds right.
And there's never been a place where I felt like actually good and proper.
I walked out of the CD Projekt Red booth and there was like a 40-degree blast of cold air that came down on top of me and I almost went to the ground. I like went down to a knee, was like, oh. Yeah. And then I went outside and it was 100 degrees surface of the sun and there's just no.
Yeah.
There's no middle ground. There's no comfortable spot at E3. No air of it's moving. It's still not Gamescom, which is the worst.
Yeah.
Do you feel like the show is eventually going to turn into that now that we're 2 years in on the public thing? How do you feel about it out on there on the show floor? I mean, obviously, people are taking meetings and stuff. You're maybe not out there all that much.
I walk around.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how you guys feel, but I this year felt better than last year to me. I saw people complaining on Twitter today, but I felt like it kind of evened out. People knew what to expect, and you could walk around. It wasn't like I never had trouble like getting where I was going.
Right.
It was crowded, but it wasn't.
But it wasn't like last year. Like last
year, there were like dangerous moments where I was worried about people dying.
Last year felt like the show was built for how it always is, and that number of people, and not necessarily people waiting in a ton of lines for stuff because they're just going to meetings or whatever. But with a bunch of people dumped on top of it that made it impossible.
We built these aisles for a camera crew from GameSpot and like 2 marketing guys from Atlas, and instead it's like here's 16,000 gamers marching in unison to destroy your booth.
And it seems
Konami,
like
here they come.
Yeah,
they want to play Pro Evolution Soccer. They're gonna tear you to the ground.
I don't even think Konami is.
I'm making it up.
They're in Concourse Hall.
It's a hypothetical situation.
Okay, all right, okay, go.
Don't dig into it too deeply.
No, absolutely not. I wouldn't dare.
So what changed between last year and this year where you feel like, did they actually like change the aisles or like?
I don't know if they actually changed the aisles, but there's some stuff like walking by the PlayStation booth. It felt like there was a huge open area of nothing in it where there kind of used to be like, hey, here's a bunch of third-party kiosks and stuff like that. Come play some games. It was like, actually, we need to account for the people that are going to be dropped on this that really want to play Spider-Man.
The booth design, like the Nintendo one, was like super open and like very flat. Like there wasn't. It didn't look like there was a lot of like I don't know, like meeting offices built into stuff.
Totally.
And if it was very like kind of far removed from the like. Here's where all the fans are going to hang out.
People adapted.
When they know that like, hey, they're going to get a ton of people that want to play Smash Brothers, so they worked out a system of just like, hey, come get a ticket and come back in a lineup for this 45-minute window or whatever. So they started doing smarter stuff like that, I think. Xbox being off the show floor and in a theater across the street and stuff, like maybe that took some people off also because they had some people over there playing games there.
Yeah, there's like a lot of like auxiliary stuff around, so it felt like more like festival festival-y. I guess.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. I called a friend who was like not in video games while I was walking around. There's so much stuff going on. She's like, "Where are you?" And I'm like, "I don't even know how to describe this." Like, just forgot it.
It's like I can't. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's just, I'll tell you later.
Sorry. Yeah.
When I figured out where I am.
Yeah.
Every
Why
single year I
I
have to relearn West Hall versus South Hall. Which one is which?
Yeah.
I've been doing this for 20 years. I still can't remember.
Yeah.
I had a mnemonic figured out, and I figure it out every year, and then forget it multiple times over the course of the show, and I was just going to tell it to you, and it's gone.
Isn't South by Staples the 2 S's? Isn't South the near one and West is the far one?
No, I think West is by Staples.
Is that right?
Yeah.
West has zombies.
I just only
that's
ever
why
been in
I'm
West,
a
really.
cowboy.
Yeah.
Oh,
They all have zombies.
Yeah.
oh, you know what? You know what it is?
Zombies.
The room that the room that our company gets that is up off the show floor.
Yeah.
Right.
They like to call it the war room because that's just we like to act tough.
Yeah.
And be like, yeah, we're going to make it happen.
We're gonna take those other sites down with our coverage.
Hell yeah. Also with a baseball bat, motherfucker.
Experiential marketing.
I think the thing I figured out was War Room West Hall.
Okay.
Yes.
That works.
But it doesn't because I have to like forget it and then make it up all over again multiple times over the course of the
just 'cause you're
show.
getting old.
because
Think
my
Western
brain,
Front. You're on the Western.
There you go.
Oh, that's good.
It's not bad.
My brain is in a shambles. I was, this was the year where I was very much most just like, I'm throwing stuff in a bag and going to LA. And just didn't think a lot of stuff through. I forgot my toothbrush. I had to go buy a toothbrush. It was dramatic.
You forgot a couple things. And so I went shopping for you, and we got lots of things for you. So the most important thing that you forgot was you forgot your lip balm. So we got you all the lip balm so you can be shiny, shiny,
I
shiny.
even went to the Walgreens to buy a toothbrush and didn't buy the lip balm.
So there's 3 flavors. There's mint, berry, and classic. But I don't know what classic is not a flavor to me.
But
like
Wax?
paraffin?
Yeah.
maybe that's like, maybe you're only supposed to put them on classic lips.
Yeah, you want to be as shiny as
Matt
possible.
test him
on
first?
camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, let me
like-
just-
Why don't you start there and
yeah,
pass
start
it
with
down?
yeah.
First, and then, all right, I'm gonna put berry on.
So I'm happy to go through these with you, and like now you have as many toothbrushes as you want, because it turns out like as a bit, like toothbrushes are actually very inexpensive, and so this became a real Target shop. But the Target sells designer clean brushes.
What?
Designer clean. All
right, there's enough for everybody
Yeah,
here,
we can pass them
so-
around.
Yeah, we
Check out the mouth
I
feel.
can use a new toothbrush.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
I
got
actually could use a
we
new
got Wave Zigzag.
Ooh.
So this is the best. This is my yeah.
You actually bought a lot of toothbrushes.
Yeah, no, it's not. I'm not fucking around.
Whoa.
We have the Indicator Contour Clean, tracks wear on bristles, Oral-B.
That's something, you know what, honestly, I never replace my toothbrush often enough. I use a Sonicare at home, though, so I'm just only replacing the head.
Well, but this is for the road. I mean,
yeah, you
you know.
need a road brush.
We got a variation on a theme. We got 3 different Star Wars Firefly. We got a Yoda lightsaber.
What?
We got a Darth Vader lightsaber. and we
1
got
minute light and sound.
This one has Ray on it. Yeah. They all.
1 minute of light and sound.
Yes, 1 minute of light and
Well,
sound.
So
we got 1 minute of this.
You're
now,
supposed
so.
to use it as a timer
Yeah.
for how long you brush,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
weird because the toothbrush I use is
It's
2 minutes.
Well, so
and
you do 1 minute on the
I guess
bottom,
so,
1
yeah.
minute
Maybe
on
you
the
just
top.
push the button twice.
Yeah, you could hit it twice.
My kid has one of those, so if you have an
Right,
aversion
there's
brushing your
another
teeth,
one.
this is a good.
And then, of course, we got to end with Charles Martinet screaming in your mouth, Super Mario brushes.
Wouldn't be the first time.
God.
We brought presents for everybody.
Oh my
Give
God.
you a Super Mario brush.
You know, get a good.
And then I bought contact solution because I ran out of contact solution. But that's not for you. So
All right. Well,
that was what we did. And I bought a 2-liter Diet Coke bottle, and now it's almost gone.
this is a kid's spin brush. So, all right, let's try it. Oh, whoa.
Sorry, this one is still going.
This one's still going, too.
Brush head is not replaceable.
Not replaceable.
Not replaceable.
Can I get a toothbrush? I handed you the toothbrushes because I was
Yeah,
handing them to you,
no,
but then you kept 12 toothbrushes.
Go ahead.
And I felt, yeah, here, well, I want a designer clean.
If you were doing this to help him out for not having a toothbrush,
Yeah.
maybe you should have given him this stuff like earlier.
Well, you know, if the person who scheduled the show put me on an earlier segment, then I would have brought the toothbrushes earlier, but that's not on me, is it?
I mean, I can't argue with that.
It's, don't bring it up if you don't want me to bring it up. Live our best life, one day at a time.
That's
How's
how
the,
my kid-
how's the mouthfeel on that? This is where mouthfeel, I think, is actually a relative
It's soft.
good term.
It's very soft.
Yeah?
It's a soft brush.
No one told me I had to brush my teeth on the show.
I told you didn't have to brush your teeth on the show. I said if you don't want to brush your teeth, don't brush your teeth.
Okay.
You don't have to do it.
All right.
But you kind of
I'm
want
gonna do it.
Don't brush your teeth. Don't like put toothpaste on it and
This
then
feels actually pretty nice.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Which one is that? The Mario one?
Mario one. It's not talking though.
I mean,
That's the green.
It came with the batteries were included.
the Charles Martinet thing was a bit. I'd be very concerned actually if it was just like the Waluigi voice in your mouth. But then Dan Riker would burst through the wall at the Kool-Aid Man and take it and go home.
The other one does the Star Wars.
Does a Star Wars?
Yeah, it does the Star Wars.
Does
Yeah,
Jedi.
this one's Darth Vader. But why is it also called Firefly?
I don't know. I think it's like
Isn't that a whole different situation? Jesus
they're
Christ.
across the streams.
Also, this one
I don't want to do that anymore.
is just a switch that you just turn on and turn off.
That seems good.
There's no timer. There's no like, hey, do this.
So
for a
the
minute.
How am I
question
to know when to stop?
how much is a toothbrush
You can
supposed to
use
be
my
about
timer.
education
So whenever this stops flashing, then
Yeah.
you can,
versus
then you can
Gonna
swap.
swap?
No.
Sure.
No,
hygiene
No, don't do it.
versus
don't even put that thing in the
like
vicinity.
just
measurement
back in
of its own health, right? Because like I think that's what you're going for. You got ones that are like these got the bristles. That's probably better for you. These count you down with the bar. That counts you down with the timer and it's teaching a kid. But like I think that we have people in our community who probably need to know how long to brush their teeth for.
2 minutes.
Definitely, yeah.
No, I know, but how long is 2
I learned that
minutes?
from the electric toothbrush.
Yeah.
But how long
I
is
don't
2
know.
minutes? That's what I'm saying.
That's a really existential
No one knows.
question
And
for
in-
brushing your teeth.
And in metric, how long is 2 minutes? Because it's a whole different thing.
I just push the button, and so the toothbrush I have, you
Yeah.
start brushing one quadrant of your mouth.
Sure.
And then it makes a beep noise, and then you go, check this out. I'm flipping around over here, and I'm doing this one, and so on and so forth for the 2 minutes. And it works out great because it takes the thinking out of brushing my teeth.
Yeah.
Is that really a
Which was
taxing?
it was super complicated. Yeah.
Yeah.
Stressful
So that's the
running
thing. Like I've become dependent. I've become soft. The same way that no one remembers any phone numbers or street instructions because of phones.
Yeah.
I had to buy a toothbrush, and I bought a $14 toothbrush at the Walgreens.
What?
It
Dog, this whole thing was like $40, and I bought like 25
Yeah,
toothbrushes.
so I bought a $14
fucked
toothbrush
up.
because I was like, it had some spinny heads and some vibro heads, and I was like, that seems like it'd be fun.
A car wash for your mouth?
But what if it was?
That sounds actually pretty good.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
You know, you get the little blowers
Mouth
at the
spa.
end. That'd be good.
Mouth spa.
Yeah, spa day for your gums.
Yeah.
That's a good brand name.
Why am I not in marketing for toothbrushes?
Yeah, I don't know. You
I
should be.
feel like we're
My
just.
mom asks me that every time she
Yeah,
calls.
no.
You're wasted
Like,
on
when are you
video
gonna get a
games.
real
This is the
job?
start for it. This is actually.
This is your new career.
Is this experiential marketing, which just happened to us right now?
This is.
He's like, I'm leaving. I'm working for Oral-B.
And that's how you drink a 2-liter bottle of soda.
Nice work. That thing was. Hey, nice work. No, really, nice work. The toothbrush I got was also. It was maybe 2 to 2.5 times as big as this head.
Vertically?
Yeah, and thickness. So it's like I'm jamming this thing in my mouth. Like
You gotta
in
get
my
the
gums.
spacer in the gum. That's
Yeah,
not
it's
enough
like
space.
I'm not getting back far enough with this thing.
I worry
It's
about you.
terrible fucking
I worry about your
toothbrush.
gum health.
I'm gonna go home and no, you should. They don't bleed as much as they used to.
Because here's my question, right? So I haven't gone to the dentist in like a couple months. I missed my last appointment because I got sick.
So did I. I'm about 3 months overdue.
And they're like, you need to come back. And my tooth hurts a little bit, and I probably need to go to the dentist. But it's also like I know that dentistry is they are doctors. They went to school.
Yep.
They learn
DES
they learn
stands for
stuff that I
something.
don't know. Yeah. I can't come up with one off the
Doctorate
dome.
of Dental Sciences.
Science. Yeah, probably.
That's actually very accurate. Yeah. Sounds
So,
accurate.
but my concern is like, I go there and I'm like, look, just fix the teeth. Like, I get it. I get you want to lecture me and I'm fucking something up.
Yep.
And I should probably be more preventative in my health. Like, I shouldn't eat so much pizza for my heart health or whatever. But I'm not going to change.
Is your
How much
dentist
pizza
giving
you
you heart health advice?
Yeah, doesn't your dentist like he's like take off your shirt and puts the Elevate on you and then he's like brushing your teeth? It's just me.
That's
No. They
It's
just
like the
make me-
guy in the van that comes to your office.
No, they just set me up and go, all right, give me a full Winnie the Pooh. Time to clean
Just
your teeth.
Winnie the Pooh.
And then I just close my eyes.
Put
and
the
whatever,
lead
you know.
apron on.
Yeah.
And then they brush your teeth.
Yeah, exactly.
I just
mean,
went to
that's
the
my
dentist
doctor.
recently. It was like literally nothing like that. I hadn't been in a while. I was like, you know what? I should just go to the dentist.
That's probably a
That's
lady
great.
dentist though. I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't know the difference. Like, I can't wear the skirt. We had the whole conversation.
Yeah.
earlier.
Yeah. Okay.
My dentist I think got popped for tax evasion or something, and I didn't go for a long time.
Carter, who I think you've met before,
Yes.
who used to work at PlayStation, has since gone on to other things, but he missed a dental appointment, and he was trying to call and reschedule, and he was calling, he was leaving messages, he was getting angry, being like, I just need to reschedule this appointment, and no one's answering the phone, and he's just like yelling at this answering machine, and someone finally calls him back, he's like, it's about time. He answers the phone, and it was just the dentist's grieving widow sobbing, saying, he died! The dentist died, and he'd been calling him like incessantly every 15 minutes trying to get this appointment rebooked, and I was like, that is a dark story.
Yeah.
And yeah.
That's the saddest dentist story I've
And
ever
this,
heard.
well, the thing was, he also died full Winnie the Pooh. That's the worst part of it. Just no
That's
bombs.
how I hope to go.
Breeze in the wind.
So then the widow stole Carter's identity and
then bought a house in his name, and then Carter went to jail.
Yeah.
Half of that story actually happened.
No, I know.
That's the part about that.
Yeah.
That dude's out on bail again.
Oh, great. I can't wait to hear the next chapter.
He's the only friend of mine who has to carry around a binder of paperwork about how he's who he says he is. Like, I do that for personal publicity reasons, but he does it for like...
No, your binder is full of signed 8x10s.
Yes, hey!
Hello.
I'm the real Drake.
The real Drake. Here
Video
it is.
game Drake.
Hit
Not
me
that
up
other one.
At the real Drake.
At therealdrake.com.
Yeah.
Not a thing. Don't go there.
Don't register that domain.
Also, hey, between West Hall and South Hall, the War Room and whatever, and Kensha, somewhere in the distance. No one.
The parking lot.
I got all.
Kensha.
Yeah, I got all these kids in my group now. Like, I made a Mr. Caffeine joke, and they were just like, it was a tumbleweed blew across.
Yeah.
Who's Mr. Caffeine? I'm like, how?
I was going to ask, do you think one of those zombies under the makeup is just Mr. Caffeine
my
trying
God.
to get back into the show?
Yeah, but he's the real zombie. He's Patient Zero.
Yeah, no, he's been in somewhere in South Hall for the last 7 years.
That guy and I had beef. I don't want to talk about it, but that guy and I
Okay.
had beef.
All
Anyway,
right. I won't get into it if you don't want to talk about it.
We got a real thing. And
Yeah.
then he got disappeared.
Yeah.
I've never seen him again since then.
Haven't seen Mr. Caffeine since then.
Like, I called Pusha T and I said, yo,
Yeah.
this Mr. Caffeine's got to go.
The mayor
Gotta
of video
either
games went like
body him.
this, and that was it.
Snap twice, disappear.
Yeah.
But in between the two halls, did you walk between the two halls?
I did.
Did you get a cake thrown at you?
No.
Yeah, I almost did.
Fucking Drake's cakes ruin.
Yeah.
Everyone's ruining my name. I don't have a
Yeah.
good name to start with.
Well, sure.
They're ruining my good name, my mediocre name. I got a giant duck.
So when I was walking up
cakes at
from the
people.
hallway, so it says something like win a trip to PAX.
Like, no.
No, when I was walking up, it just looked like it said R.I.P. PAX, and then a picture
Rip
of
PAX.
and then a picture of a duck. And I was like, what the fuck is this?
This duck murdered PAX, and he's celebrating by throwing
Throwing
homes at people.
cakes, and I was like,
Wrecking
I don't get any of this.
The ESA wanted to take it to PAX hard. They're like, we got the public too. We got them in here.
Woo!
Cakes? What do you got?
You try to do 3 shows a year.
Tabletop game?
Yeah, don't come to LA.
Australia? That's right.
Fuck you
Stay
up.
out of Los Angeles.
But the duck, the man in the giant duck suit, because it was a man.
the
in
poor
there.
guy.
It wasn't a giant duck. I asked.
Oh, okay.
And he was not throwing cakes up into the crowd, and it was not. They're not in a booth with dead space. They're in like a hallway where people are trying to
Trying to
get
avoid
places, and the guy's not like cakes for people. He's overhand, just like softball, like overhand launching me the crowd. I got hit by a cake in the side of the head and earbuds in. I was like, what the fuck? And there's a duck just like mean mugging, just wrecking fools, like with that South Park snowball game, Tower Defense Go.
That's fucking terrible.
It was really.
I didn't know how upset I was about it until I started talking about it. It might be the Diet Coke kicking in. I'm gonna be riding this high for a while, but
100 grams of sugar you just housed.
there's no sugar. It's aspartame.
Oh, well.
Get it right.
that's
Stay on
worse.
brand.
Sweet
That's
aspartame.
gotta be
And my
worse.
insides
Did
are
you?
pickled.
Was your anger increased by the part where it was named Drake's Cakes?
Yes.
You're like, you fucking.
That's me.
Yeah.
It's my cake,
Yeah.
and you're throwing it in my face.
Yeah.
It's not okay. Earlier that week, I got my badge printed out, and they also like misnamed me as Jonathan Drake. And I was like, that's some fucking straight up bullshit.
Wow.
That's some bullshit.
Wow.
My name is not Jonathan. My name is it got an H in it because I'm a real John. Those Jonathans are imposter Johns. They're trying to fake their way in
Yeah.
to our Cool Kids Club.
Cowboy knows.
Cowboy knows?
Yeah. No, that's Cowboy's a proper John.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gets it. We're on the same team, and they like gave me this badge, and I was like, "What is this?" And it's not my name, and I felt insulted. And they went, "Oh, I'm sorry. There's a Jonathan Drake at PlayStation. This is his badge." And I was like, "That doesn't sound right." And I left, and I came back, and I asked the next person who gave me my final badge with my name on it. And she was like, yeah, that person was just embarrassed, and they were trying to make that. I'm like, that's a weird lie. Very weird lie.
Yeah. Like
That person's
someone
now
who
Jonathan Drake.
No,
it
that
out.
person took the name.
Yeah, they have
And
to
then
get
they
a
bought a house.
childcare and
Yeah.
their whole
Part of what
identity.
he's
It's really
Smart.
embarrassing
Smart.
otherwise.
Yeah, of course.
They got a whole binder full of information that proves this.
Yeah.
Yes.
Matt, this is what is it? Your third,
Second E3.
second E3.
First E3, I'm actually working.
Okay,
Last year I
yeah.
just came because I wanted to, and I haven't done it. I was like, I've been watching this show for like a decade at this point, staying up stupid late watching press conferences back in London. I need to just go to the thing and see the thing. It was also the first year where they opened it up to the public, which kind of took the shine off a little bit, if I'm being honest. Because it kind of just felt like another PAX to me. Like I've been to like 15 PAXs or something.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, this is very similar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it felt like to me walking around
Yeah.
the show floor. It felt very much like PAX.
For the show,
Yeah.
the thing is, it's preluded by like 4 days of press conferences
Totally,
that
yeah.
have nothing to do with the show. They're obviously
Right.
connected to the show, but they're
Yeah,
not like on the floor or like in something. It's just a totally different environment.
Yeah.
And then it's not even connected at all, and we all
Yeah.
just gather in one spot and then
And
get
I think
yelled at by
that's why I
giant
say,
ducks.
like, you know, the path for the show feels like more like a Gamescom than a PAX, is that I think it'll end up in that situation where that pre-show, what we think of as the pre-show time, the press conference times, I think that's
like the
only going to
business,
get more and more packed. Like we had a lot of appointments at that point to see games that were either going to be at press conferences or just like stuff, I had already seen it at their reveal event, but like I could have gone and played Black Ops 4 on like Sunday or something if I needed to. So it seems like more and more companies are getting into that end of it in a way that at some point that will be the show for media / industry, and then the public will get here. It seemed like there were a lot of people leaving the show.
Yesterday or the day
Yeah,
before,
or even just like end of day Tuesday. I heard someone say like, all right, well, I'm done. Heading out Wednesday morning.
That was
E3.
E3.
I was like, what? That sounds amazing, but terrible. But like, what is the show? And
That's very Gamescom. Like Gamescom, by Thursday, people are like mostly out, and if you're there for the weekend, it's kind of weird.
right. Yeah.
Unless you're working Gamescom.
Yeah, unless you're like working
I've
booth.
done.
Like that's I was gonna say.
I've done it.
We ran Megabooth there before.
Ugh, it's like
I have not
14-hour
gone back- I
days.
have not gone back to Germany since then.
No, it ruined it for you.
Just
14-hour
pop up
days, and it goes on for like 6 days.
Yep.
Yeah.
And everyone hates you, and they're
like,
mean.
And they're like 15 hours.
And they're
long.
drunk.
Actually, one of our developers got permanent hearing loss after that show.
Oh,
I went
sounds right.
around and I bought everybody like the little foam earplugs because like I used to work in labs and stuff, and like you can still hear when you have earplugs in. And so I'm going around, I'm like, please put these in your ears, because there's like signs that are like, this exceeds the recommended decibel level for. They're like, they literally have signs in different halls for that stuff, and I'm like, please wear these. And they're like, I won't be able to hear people talking to me. I'm like, you can't hear them right now. Like if you just do this, it'll deaden out the rest, and you can talk. And I ran into him like 2 or 3 later, and he's like, yeah, I got hearing loss from that show.
But
And I was
Gamescom is just, it's
Yes.
like being inside of a white noise machine, but that white noise machine is a jet engine that's right next to your head. It's just like deafening, just sound.
It's just bass.
Yeah.
It's just like super loud bass and people throwing keyboards at you.
It's like huge as well. There's like 10 halls, and some of the halls are like stacked like 10-1, 10-2. Like it's ludicrously big.
But the thing is, like, so the way that E3 will
been.
never be like Gamescom is that you can like basically just smoke inside and like.
I thought they finally put a stop to that.
I don't know.
I was thinking maybe
It's
they
just
like
There was a time.
Yeah, that the year that they
Yeah.
said like, hey, let's do less smoking,
But
they
it's, like,
instead said, hey,
open.
let's do more noise.
Yeah.
or something.
You got to replace it with something.
Yeah.
And I mean, to be fair, Drake, we did contribute a lot to the noise the years we were there.
Yeah, we built a giant booth. We played music all day, played metal all day.
The same
Yeah.
4 songs.
We played Yellow Submarine for 18 hours a day, 5 days. It's the only song anyone in Germany wanted to play, and I thought about jumping off of our. So also,
Remember how big that stage was?
yes, we had written literally in a Spinal Tap fashion. We had drawn a diagram of what we wanted, and we wanted like a 16-inch riser, and they built us a 16-foot riser.
They did.
And the stage was like towering over the line.
It was
people were in front,
ludicrous.
looking up from the foot of a stage, so they couldn't see the people on the stage. It was really dangerous.
Like
That's
people
amazing.
would get up to the edge, and we'd have to like try and back
like,
them
you got
off
it, yeah,
because
don't-
it was not.
It's not great. And then people tried to steal us beanbag chairs.
Yep.
And we had people show's over, and we sent a guy just with 3 beanbag, like giant sumo beanbag chairs, just running down the aisle, and a security guard just tackled him into the
my
beanbag
God.
chairs and pulled him back.
We had
seems- that
someone,
seems like a good
try to
idea.
walk off with a TV while we were there, and he's like, "Oh, I thought it was a giveaway." like this TV that was just sitting on this developer's table.
There you go.
no,
It's your
he
TV.
didn't.
Yeah.
No, he didn't
He
think that.
knew.
No, he didn't.
No, of course he didn't
speak,
think
He didn't
that.
speak German.
Yeah. He's like, Jonathan Drake totally works.
Jonathan Drake.
So Cowboy,
Yeah.
you got the demos out. People, reacted to it.
Yes.
Seems like it was a huge hit.
Yeah.
And like you said, you got a bit of a break.
Yes.
But then I imagine it's like, let's get right back to it.
And then we got to ship the damn thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to make that real.
Yeah.
But this demo is cool because it like normally like with the like demo like that is like, especially when you're like sort of like where you are in this project, like you have to like hand wave a bunch of systems that might not be in the final game. But like this one we were able to actually assemble from like constituent systems that were implemented, let's say close to shipping state.
Yeah.
But then like script the decision points instead. And
Yeah.
so like a lot of like what I work on personally is like animation technology, and so like getting those in like in for the demo for like the way locomotion works for the player, for the NPCs, like the way she gets in and out of cover and all that stuff. Like that's like a brand new thing that we've been developing for this game, and like have it like to come together in a way that is like polished enough to show, in a way that's like not faked.
Right.
At
It's like,
least for,
here's the real system that you're building for the actual game. It's not just like, let's pretty something up for a
Like
demo.
this is not stuff that was going to be thrown out after we ship. It's
That's
like
cool.
Stuff that's like we were able to like this will be like what it looks like when we ship, and it's like
it seems like that's
it's fucking nerve-wracking getting up to that point, and then getting over that barrier. it's been really exciting.
Yeah, I imagine that like over the years, like the amount of work that must have been tossed out after it was done for a demo.
I've worked at companies where we've had just like months of work just scrapped.
Yeah, it's all stood up and then destroyed. It doesn't work at all.
Really disheartening. So I think we've been pretty smart about like how we approach this in terms of like what we want to get ready for it, what we want to show, and in terms of scoping it, and like, but still have it be like effective in terms of, here's like a new, interesting, complex character that we have, and like here's like the world that she's in, and like how she's like trying to navigate it, and all the facets. So it's really exciting to see that stuff come together, and it makes me proud to be.
I don't know if anyone's told you yet. The animation. It's
Pretty good. Animation's okay.
Animation was nice.
Damn good.
Kind of stands out. Yeah. Like, oh.
Does it feel weird to be like you've been locked in a room working on this with a bunch of other hyper geniuses, and then you come and sit on a couch, people screaming about cakes and toothbrushes, and it's just like, does that shelf that you've dropped off of just like does that whiplash
like, these
hurt?
are the morons
mental
I'm
state I
making
come
this game for.
out of the demo making in, and like, no, this is perfect for me. This is exactly where I need.
Is this what you do it for? Like, is this what is this the motivation to make it happen?
Screaming nonsense.
For dental hygiene.
This
Dental hygiene.
Yeah.
This is the wind beneath my wings. This will get that disc in that box.
There you go. That's
Well, thanks so much for coming out, and thanks to everyone for coming out.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Always a pleasure to see everybody.
We all
Yeah.
sign off with a
Thanks
little
for having
toothbrushing.
Get practice some good oral hygiene. It's important. Your teeth.
take it to break.
Your teeth are all you got. What else do you got if you ain't got teeth, as they say? We're gonna take a break, and we'll be back with more guests. Everybody, stay tuned. Stay safe.